Today we are worshipping Adi Shakti. I think this is the most important puja because it is the power of Adi Shakti that has given you self-realization, that has given you the truth, that has given you the power of compassion and love. That's the power that separated from Sadashiva. And this power wanted herself to create this complete universe. Universes after universes. She is creative and loving. With her love, she did this great creation of this world also. This is a specially selected planet which was very beautifully brought in the center between the sun and the moon for the creation of ultimately the human beings. This is her great work with such love and affection, and with very great hope that her children will know the truth and will get the ultimate knowledge about themselves and about everything else. As you have read in the Bible about how Adi Shakti came in the form of a snake and told human beings that you have to know the knowledge. Adam and Eve, and to Eve especially, and they accepted to eat the fruit of knowledge. Because they would have remained just like animals, without knowing anything subtleties of life. Little higher animals maybe. That once they ate the fruit, they started feeling that there is something wrong. The way they are without any clothes. So, they brought some leaves of the tree and covered them. So the first knowledge came was of chastity. Because Sri Ganesha was established and his influence brought forth this consciousness that we have to cover our bodies. We are no more animals. Only the animals, of course they are not standing, so it's all right, are not aware of it. With the knowledge of chastity, gradually human beings started growing into beautiful nations. But there are so many things which were still to be known, to be aware of it. You may be aware of many things, but unless and until you get your spiritual awakening, unless and until you get your self-knowledge, all other knowledge is absolutely nothing. With this self-knowledge only, you become powerful. The real power is of love and compassion. Today, when you see the whole world is busy fighting and they are trying to protect people from wars and creating great, huge protecting instruments. The whole world seems to be in a mad race of killing each other, of destroying each other, of competition, ambition, leading to fighting and then to greater wars. They are fighting for a piece of land. So ignorant they are. Can you carry even a pinch of this land with you when you die? When you are born, you come with closed fists. When you die, you go with open hands. What do you take with you? All right, you may not like to take anything, but do you enjoy whatever you think is so great for which you are fighting? Why this fighting going on among all nonsensical people? It's surprising how people give up their peace, give up their understanding when it comes to a piece of land. And the whole thing has moved into a very wrong direction and going towards complete destruction. The thing that has made human beings so much suffering because of all their ignorance by which they have all those habits, all those attractions, all those identification, which is so ruinous, which will ruin all of them, each one by one. They have to take to sense, and they have to take to their self-knowledge. Self-knowledge is the key for a savior to give to people. We have had so many saints, we have had so many Sufis, we had Tao people, we had Zen people, all kinds of realized souls came on this earth. They all suffered, they were tortured, nobody understood them. But now the time has come for you to know the truth, but truth which is not dry, truth which has compassion, truth that encompasses everyone, that brings the complete view of our existence. Why are we here on this earth? What is our purpose? What should we do? Adi Shakti's powers are such of love and compassion that makes you understand yourself first. The love for you is very, very limited. There's no awareness of your own being. Just imagine what a great task is for you. How much you have to be seriously becoming aware of yourself first. That is extremely important. First, you have to be aware of yourself. And now you have the light of your spirit. In the light of that spirit, you can see what you are. And you can see how far you are going, how wrong things you are doing, what harm you are doing to yourself. And you have a power to cure it, to improve it, and to come to your senses. These are the most important times. You will never get these times again. Never had it in the history, and you can never get it in the future. This is the time you have got. Not only the awareness, not only the self-knowledge, but you know how to do it. Otherwise, about the saints, about those people, Tao and Zen people, they have just described what a person with self-knowledge is, how he behaves, how his style is, how he is so different from others. But none of them have said how you become that. No one has been able to say that. Nobody has been able to do that also. Because perhaps most of them didn't know about Kundalini, and those who knew also could not talk about it to people. You know that. I had to work very, very hard. But from my very childhood, I have worked very hard. And I have gone through very difficult times. Very, very difficult times according to human understanding. But the worst time I have when I see those people whom I have given realization, those who are self-realized people, they are the ones who have no responsibility for others, and if they have, it is very little. They don't have that compassion and don't have that love that we have to today save the world, save the humanity. That's our, not only our principal work, but the only work that we have to do. All other things are going to achieve nothing except for your own efforts, individual efforts to give self-realization to others and give them this knowledge. This knowledge is so easy to understand. It is very subtle, no doubt. And as I've told you, that the quantum theory they are talking about now, the scientists, is that they have seen those miraculous waves of lights and they are trying to find out something about it. It cannot be that some Sahajogis will rise above others. Every one of you have to know that this is a very special thing that has happened to you. Even if you had gone to Himalayas, even if you have starved yourself, even if you have been singing the praise of God for years, even you had done all kinds of rituals and penances, you could not have got your realization. That would not have been possible. All the time, I had to go through very hazardous times. And sometimes I felt that I may have to take another birth. The way things were so difficult for me. But now, for you it has been very easy. As if the one who makes the road has to work very hard. But those who walk on that, they don't realize how easily they have got it. And if they realize this, then they will realize also, let many walk on this road, which was created with such patience, understanding and love. I have to really see you all Sahajogis doing your level best to change this world. Has to be changed. As it is, humanity has to be saved through you and nobody else. No president, no prime minister, no minister, none of these people can change the world and save it. It is you who are entitled. You have got this power. Do you realize your own status, your own being, which has risen so high? It is not there. If that realization is there, you would go all out to express your love and compassion to other people, to make them realize what they are. Only with Sahaja you can save this world. There's no other way out. Whatever you may try, say to help the poor, to help this and that, is something very superficial. Best thing is to give realization to every person you see. We have seen children, they are coming up. There will be great Sahajogis also, I can see that. But before them, you have to show your own merits of what you have done.